Thank you very much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. I am in transition between computers. It's been a difficult few days not having a laptop. My device that I've had for 4 years, which had a few glitches along the way, started acting funny. It was giving me all sorts of error messages. Enough that it needed some professional attention. I thought about taking it to the geeks, but instead I opted for a an independent computer repair service that has been around for a very, very long time. I took it there. They diagnosed it quickly, determined that I was out of memory. They offered a couple of reasonable solutions, but the most cost effective is to get a new computer that has a bigger disk, and they would transfer what was on my old computer to the new one. The price they gave me was much less than I would have expected, but apparently they supplement that by taking the parts out of the old computer, uh, for which there is a reconditioning market, and sell it there. So I now have a new computer, a new laptop. Being without one, let's see, I took it on Friday around midday, got it back on Wednesday around midday, so I was without it for 5 days. Which left me at a disadvantage. I had planned to do some composition of various types and had done exceedingly well keeping to schedule until I lost my easy access to a word processor. I went to the public library where they have desktop computers. They allow uh, each patron 4 hours of use per day. About half the computers were in use at any time. I took a flash drive, wrote a little bit, but really nowhere near the effectiveness that I had when I had put myself on a daily schedule. Uh, Things like internet, I can use my cell phone. Um, that got me Facebook messages, but didn't let me do a lot of typing on Facebook or any other social media, which is probably a good thing. I could check the weather since I had to travel someplace during the computer free time. So I could check the weather and was able to arrange a suitable day and time to make my trip. Uh, Getting the stuff transferred was not straightforward. They asked me for my Microsoft password. I didn't know I had a Microsoft password. Um, we ended up solving that by setting a new password. But in order to do that, I was in transit on the road at the time. So I stopped at a parking lot. They texted me a code number for the reset password. I then called it to the repair technician who was able to transfer my various Microsoft applications. I had to do the same thing with the internet service and a few other things. But after a day, I am back in cyberspace. The new computer has Windows 11, which has enough differences to make me have a small learning curve, but not a really big one. I had a little camera problem. I did not know that I could use an adjustment to block off part of the camera so that when I turned it on, only half the camera worked. Eventually, I figured it out, and now it works pretty much the way it should. This will take a little bit of getting used to, but I am intent on going back to the work schedule, which is very laptop dependent for me. Thank you very much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.